All right. Anyway, here are some of the hogs and hogalinas that went to the Arizona FBI office. Let's take a look at that. FBI, honor your oath. Arrest all traitors. What do they mean? Like, do they mean like arrest them? You know what I mean?
Search for the FBI and they're fighting for our president. They're just recording freedom at work. We're on the right side of history.
Yes, and I'm exercising my Second Amendment rights to protect my first.
Absolutely. We're here fighting for our President Trump. We're here in support of Trump for what happened to him, the unlawful search for the FBI at his Mar-a-Lago home.
Hey, Trump, do something! We do the same thing with our...
Now we're waiting to see what DeSantis is going to do because Florida happens to be his state, and we want to see if DeSantis is going to step up on the side of Trump and Trump supporters. We're out here standing for freedom.
Yeah, DeSantis, do the right thing.
Of this tyrannical government called the Biden regime.
Dude, I love that. It's like the most fucked up grandmas, dude, and grandpas. You know what I mean? They're out there, they're doing their thing. This is like you're fucking bored, okay? You're retired or you have a business, so you don't have to like actually go to work. You know, other people are making money for you. So you just have a lot of free time. This is shit people do when they have a lot of fucking free time. You don't see me out there doing this shit because I'm fucking streaming for 8 hours. You know what I mean? This is that sweet, sweet HVAC life. The other reason is because I'm too busy fucking farming subscriptions at the top of the hour.
We will not stand by and we will not stand down. We're going to stay out here. We're going to fight, and we're going to take the fight to the FBI if need be. You can record me. You can look for me. I don't care. We're all law-abiding Americans.
Ray Donnell, thank you for the 5.
We're not BLM. We're not Antifa. We are out here, and we're going to stay out here, win the fight. We're going to win this fight on behalf of Trump. If Trump fought for us, we're going to fight for him. Let freedom ring.
How do you feel about the FBI right now? What do you think they can do to... What can they do to make you happy?
Right now...
Did you ask who he's from?
News to share.
News to share. Who the hell is that?
NTS Reports. You can look it up on Twitter right now.
Twitter.
Or YouTube.
I don't do Twitter. I don't do YouTube.
You say, I don't have Twitter. I got banned. Comical, thank you for the 5. Get the subs. Ducky Strange, thank you for the 5. Get it as well.
They're a piece of shit.
Okay. Would you prefer them from legacy media?
Healy 1920.
Okay, so you're talking about the FBI.
Yeah, well, I mean, what could they do to, like, what's something they could do to make you happy? Or can they do anything?
They can't do anything at this point. They've lost all credibility at this point. So we're to the point now where we have to dismantle them and start over. We need American loving. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on, as long as you're on the side of right. That's what we want. We want the people to do right by this country and the vice versa.
I'll go ahead and let go.
And doing right by this country means the FBI needs to give back those classified documents back to Trump. Right? That's like, is that what they mean? Like, what's the goal here? Like, they're mad at the FBI for retrieving classified documents that Trump had at Mar-a-Lago that he's not allowed to have. So, like, the right thing to do in this situation is to give those documents back to him. He should be able to show off to all of his friends in Mar-a-Lago. All right? How dare you take this stuff? That was his. It's called Finders Keepers. And it's called Losers Weepers, okay? Have the FBI thought about not letting them have the documents first? Well, they failed. Leonardo, thank you for the 5 gifted. And Julie, high five. I high five you. Thank you for the 5 gifted.
I'll be right back, Robert. So what brings you out here today?
Just people watching.
Just people watching?
Yep.
How do you feel about the FBI right now?
I want them to do their job. And keep to their oath.
in his way. Whoever stepped right in his fucking way made him wait. Turn in the fraudsters, the liars.
And I'm running for office. There's election law that apparently protects me and supposed to protect people like Donald Trump.
This man literally did what I was joking about. And he's like, I'm running for office, so obviously you can't arrest me because I'm running for office. That's right. I get to be a 3%er, and as long as I'm running for office, I can go and shoot people up, okay?
Right now. That man's basically declared. They know he's gonna run for president. And for them to pull this move, this is what they do to Americans though every day. FBI, federal court systems, they will deny you bail. They will deny you a lawyer. Your lawyer from the federal defender, because you can't afford one, is gonna gaslight you. And even the bar lawyers, they facilitate the deprivation.
Brother, you literally are like a back the blue guy talking about like how awful the criminal justice system is. Like, you're right about everything you said, except like you never apply that to the average fucking citizen. You only apply that to like Donald Trump and other small business owners that fucking went and did a hog Disneyland trip inside of the fucking Capitol. Like, what do you mean?
Of rights, and the level that it happens, they don't even talk about. Like, yeah, we're talking about Trump and this search and whether it's constitutional or not, and it's not constitutional. It's not a constitutional search. I don't know who that guy is. Whatever, dude. Everyone wants to be an instigator, you know. And as far as people would say, they look at me and they say, "Oh, you're coming here to instigate." I don't come to instigate. I come to bring people together.
For people who say Boogaloo Boys are not back the blue, you're out of your fucking mind, okay? 3%ers, Boogaloo Boys, they are still very much back the blue. They literally will sometimes run back the blue stickers and run back the blue fucking decals and shit on their fucking cars. They're wannabe fascists. What the fuck do you mean? They love when the criminal justice system is violent and brutal and oppressive, just not to them. Maybe they're anti-ATF, but that's like the cool thing for libertarians to just be like, I'm anti-ATF because they come in and they kill your dog. And, you know, that's it, though.
Like, even
No, they are not. Man, shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up. Shut up. This idea that, like, the fucking Boogaloo Boys across the board. Well, first of all, it's an extremely online group, okay? And it's not like a real fucking movement. But this notion that they aren't like collaborating with cops at the protests that they go to, including like the Kyle Rittenhouse one, where the cops were saying like, oh, thank you for your service, brother, to all the Boogaloo Boys that were there, like routinely fucking giving them bottles of water and like dabbing each other up and shit. Like, what do you think? We don't fucking see it? Shut up.
I would love to have a dialogue with these people and talk about how we're going to save lives in America, because we have all these catastrophes that we're facing. And quite frankly, it is a result of the Biden administration. I don't care who he is. It doesn't matter. I don't care who you are, man. It's about us. We all have grievances. I don't care what group you belong to, whether you're left or right, Democrat, who you voted for. It doesn't matter anymore. If we want to live in a free society, we got to come together. And people like this, institutions like this, are not supposed to exist in our federal government. They weren't, especially to the level that these people abuse it.
See all the voting fraud on frankspeech.com. The cyber
This is like a zoo webcam live feed. Yes, it's awesome. It's fucking perfect. It's exactly that, and it's fucking dope.
Symposium.
That's Sear if he never left Ohio, okay? What you just saw was right-wing Sear. Sear stayed at Ohio and then moved to Arizona instead of, you know, having a blossoming career on Twitch.
3-day long cyber symposium. Not to mention 2,000 mules. No camera, no camera.
No more pictures, please.
Maz, we got raided by like irate losers. I think we might get botted or some shit. I'm just letting you know. Be on the lookout. I don't know who that is, but I don't know what that is, but it could be like a botted thing. Yeah, that's right. I got my Confederate flag I'm waving. Arizona.
We definitely need to protest what the FBI is doing.
Which part of the state are you in, sir?
Phoenix.
What do you look to get out of this today?
Show people that they're not the one alone in feeling like we.
Do you have a Confederate belt buckle too? No.
They're not alone in opposing government overreach. They're not alone in opposing what the FBI is up to. That's what any demonstration's for, is to tell people that they're not the only ones who feel that way.
Well, spit on the sidewalk, too. That way they can write you up for that, too.
Anything you want to say, ma'am? Nothing to say.
Hey, we really don't want to incite anybody. That's not welcome in this group.
It is. I support that.
Do you?
I support that. I'm not inciting anyone. I'm peacefully protesting just like y'all are.
I wholeheartedly, personally, I support that flag. I think I have it on me. Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, yes.
Dude, anyone that's this big of a fan of stickers is just not, they don't have their heart in it, okay? If you have a plate carrier with 0 fucking plates in it, or you're wearing like an airsoft vest, and all you've done is put fucking stickers all over it, like, you're not actually in it. Like, you got no skin in the game. All you want is just fucking fun times, okay? That's it. Like, you're just running around trying to have fun with the rest of the hogs. This is no different than like trying to have a barbecue, but because it's America, it's like, you know, this is the most political action you're gonna get, and of course everyone has fucking guns.
Never mind, I'm here for another reason.
Oh my god, look at how many flags she has. Dude, what the fuck? What is he do? What is that, bro?
Damn, I got too many flags in my hand right now. Can't decide which one.
Anything you want to say? Why are you here today?
Oh, okay.
Protecting rally participants.
From what? The FBI? Good luck.
That's the only reason you came out today?
Well, as a side benefit, I came out and support President Trump.
Preventing them from accidental discharge from the dude whose gun was just in his fucking waistband. Nah, he might have one of those like tactical carry things that it's like a concealed carry waistband thing that you put. It looked like it. It looked like one of those things. I don't think he just like was raw dogging it.
In the pursuit of
given to us by our great and glorious God on high.
Okay, this dude doesn't even have a flag. That's a weapon. Like a lot of these people, they carry flag poles because they can use the pole as a weapon. Homie is not even like, homie's built like a Bloodborne boss, okay? Look at his wife rolling up behind him. Oh my God, his poor fucking wife. Look at this.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah.
Oh, he does have a flag. Never mind. Oh, I love that. He has the POW MIA flag.
Freedom!
Vote Trump for the unborn and religious liberty.
I routinely provide security for my fellow patriots at rallies, protests, whatever. Oh, I've been to the Capitol building, overpasses, I've been all over the freaking place. Great, I thought you were people. Fuck no. Funeral Brothers Incorporated. You're wearing the same kind of camera. Amazon, man. I got to get myself one. No, I was over there to cover our butts. Yeah, the guy came. I turned in there to begin with. Yeah, that's Phoenix PD Community Services. I already spoke to them. Oh, okay. I thought he's FBI. So you filming me? He goes, yeah.
This is freedom ringing.
Wow, artistic shots in between. Look at that B-roll, tasteful B-roll.
You say stuff just like a left heart. You say stuff and go away. Joseph Wall.
Listen, let's don't act like them. Let's just love them with the love of the Lord.
Yeah.
You got to keep a pace. We don't want to stay in their pace. We don't want to look like them.
Communist.
Our God is an awesome God. And he sent his only begotten Son, not just for one of us, or for one particular sin.
The thing I'll never understand is how like all these people are just like sitting around yelling and stuff, and not a single one of them goes, yo, are we fucking crazy? Like, are we a little crazy? Like, no time for self-reflection. Like, if I'm standing next to a dude that looks like that and he's just saying like, God is on our side on our holy righteous conquest, we must storm the halls, like all this shit, I'd be like, damn, racist Santa's popping off, but like, are we fucked up? Like, what's happening? What are we doing right now? Not even a single one of them's like, yo, maybe we're just like kind of whack and kind of crazy.
He came and walked amongst us to show us who the Father was and is. So let's acknowledge the love that is what we're supposed to do. You know what the toughest job on earth is? Being able to forgive those who trespass against us.
Dude, look at his hands shaking. Brother, just go home. Go home, man. Like, pick up a different hobby. Like, clearly, you're not...
We can acknowledge that we can forgive ourselves.
Look at him. He can barely hold on to the fucking flag. Like, his hand is shaking.
He of the no sin cast the first stone. But let's accept the fact that we have a job on this earth to do and stand for truth. And that's what we're here for today. I don't care who comes against us. If God gives it, no one can take it away. Where we are weak, he is strong. So let's keep our standing the line under the truth of the living Word of God. That's our power. When we start doing it on our own, we're no better than the enemy.
Truth is on our side.
Amen. Amen.
Truth is on our side. That's why we will not comply with this tyranny. Truth is on our side.
We will resist evil. Whether it was with good intentions or not, we will resist your evil. We don't give a damn about your good intentions or your gun laws. We care about the Bill of Rights. We will take all our rights.
Inalienable rights given to us.
I'm gonna be honest, like, there isn't a lot of organizational I'm not seeing a lot of organizing here, okay? They're kind of all over the place. They're basically like they're screaming into the void a little bit. Homie looks like my PUBG character. Yeah, I mean he's got the load. Yeah, he looks like he picked up the vest from the ground and the gun from the ground, and he's just like piecing it together.
And tell Klaus Schwab he can go fuck himself. You will own nobody, and you will like it. Why doesn't the news talk about the Great New Reset? Nobody wants to talk about the Great New Reset. Now you're gonna eat bugs and walk on treadmills to produce electricity in the whole green new world.
You're gonna eat bugs and walk on treadmills to produce electricity. Yeah, meanwhile, this guy, he's above it, dude. He's totally outside of the system. He's really figured it out. Okay? He's really figured it out. All these guys think that they're so much fucking smarter than the average schlub who has been captivated by the system. Okay? I love that. He clearly watched Snowpiercer and Black Mirror. No, it's a 4chan. This is what they talk about in the forums, like bug men. Like you're a bug man. You're a consumer. Okay? You're stupid. And all you do is like you'll eat bugs because they are the most like they're the only type of protein you will be able to consume in the future. That's what he's saying. Okay. Even Chapo makes jokes about eating the bugs and living in the pods. Yeah. I mean, it's an understandable fear or frustration that we have with the future. Okay. As like resources dry up as a consequence of anthropogenic climate change, as all this shit happens, all you will have to be able to eat is just like bugs that are packaged to you and sold to you as though it's like delicious and good. That's the fear that people have. Okay. But ultimately, my point is, it's impossible to escape the system. You're not Ted Kaczynski. Actually, ironically, this is a lot of what we talked about with Chapo. Like, when Chapo was here for the pod, this is exactly what we talked about. Like, all of this. Like, the whole bug eating and how everyone is a bug man. You know what I mean? All this shit. But it's just silliness, because you're not doing an eco-fascism. You're not like organizing. You're just reinforcing or basically playing the same song and dance, and you think you're above it. You think you're above the system when you are absolutely a part of the system. And so am I, by the way. I am too. So is Chapo. So is everybody else. So are the people on Twitter that fucking yell at me and say like, dude, you're a fake socialist. Like everyone is playing that exact same role within the system. Everyone is doing it. You might feel like you're outside of it, but you're not. You're not.
Drop your fucking badge and walk away from your job. It would be better that you starve to death with your fellow countrymen.
If you feel that way about yourself, why don't you change? Do you feel it's impossible? What do you mean if you feel like the way to operate outside of the confines of the system requires at least some level of like revolutionary organizing to be in place? Okay? We are not in that position right now. The fuck are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? Like, how? Here's the question. This is why we talk about like no ethical consumption under capitalism. Because like, how do you truly get out of the mainframe? You just tap out of the internet. You just quit. Okay. You build a log cabin somewhere in the fucking woods. You start living on your own. You start living off the land. Is that what you mean? We should start homesteading? Is that how that works? It doesn't work that way. And plus, I don't even want to do that. Like, that's the other thing. I don't have a problem with like conspicuous or commodity consumption. Okay, I don't have an issue with that at all. I like it. I don't have a problem with it. It's one of the best parts of neoliberal capitalism. It's the best mechanism of control, and it's actually great. It makes me feel good, and it makes you feel good too. It's a lie to say it doesn't. That's why people always like refuse to recognize the contradictions when they say like Hasan is fucking. I saw another tweet about this. There was like some YouTuber who was like, what's his name? What's the dude that looks like me but is like super famous? The YouTuber. Mark, what was it? Was it Mark? What the fuck was it? God damn it, I can't remember his name now. Markiplier, yeah. Markiplier is like Hasan, but for leftists, right? Like, and I saw that tweet, and I was just thinking, like, yeah, there is an inherent contradiction in that otherwise like joking sentiment, right? The inherent contradiction is like Markiplier is good, Hasan isn't good because Hasan doesn't live his values, the values that I ascribe to him. Whereas Markiplier doesn't live the values, doesn't have to live those same values, right? Even though he is like genuinely so much wealthier than I am, you know what I mean? Like, of course. So the same values that they've ascribed to me that make me a bad person in their eyes are never going to be the same values that they ascribe to them. And that inherent contradiction exists in every kind of... Markiplier is a gaming channel, dude, yeah. Wasn't it Hasan if you were a good person? No. That was a different one. This was a new one. You wish you looked like them? Yeah, he's a great looking guy. I don't have an issue with him at all. So, no. That other tweet was a long time ago. This was a new one. Hasan, I think you're reading a little too far into it. Don't people love Markipliers? Yeah, they do. And I have no issue with him at all. He seems like a really nice dude. My point is, I'm examining that to try to help people recognize that, like, when you, for example, say something along the lines of like, dude, you're this celebrity that I fucking follow. This celebrity that I fucking follow is not abiding by like the communist standards that I think are the appropriate ones. But this other celebrity who doesn't even do any of that. And doesn't have to is actually in my mind, because he has never even like openly stated that his perspective on anything that is like inherently political, that person is good. Why? Because he's not doing politics. He's not actually doing the political thing. Well, that's on purpose. It's so you don't actually fucking yell at people like that. That's why so many brands and so many corporations or so many people that have become brands in our influencer culture truly stay away from politics, because you motherfuckers are impossible to deal with. You know what I mean? You're impossible to deal with. But even that very same, that dynamic that I'm mentioning here is another demonstration of you being very much a part of the system. Tweeting about your favorite fucking online commentators all day, every day, and having them live in your fucking mind to such a degree it implies that you're also a bug man. That's just the bug you're eating. The bug you're eating is online debate culture, online politics. You're held to an astronomically higher standard. The question is whether or not that's justified given the content of your broadcast. No, I think it's unjustifiable. As Chris Small says, like, I'm just a human. Of course, I was this way before I got popping, and I was this way after. Don't we just like shiny commodities of consumption because we learn to like it? Yeah, but it also it feels good. So I think people should feel good. Okay.
Live for sell your soul.
Native lenses.
I love how you
Commodities are alienating. We don't need 24 flavors of Oreos. That's you, motherfucker. Speak for yourself, bitch.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is. Sorry.
Bless you. And God bless America. So they were in Casa Grande one afternoon.
So that's it.